Hey, hey, hey. So, my dog is in the background drinking his water. So, yes, you hear. Sorry, guys. I'm going to give it a little bit so people can hop on. Come sit, mama. I'm going to tear my sweater up, buddy. Hey, 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 Kayla. Kayla, I need to check in with you. I feel like we haven't talked in forever. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Mar. Hey, Marissa. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Adria. Hey, Christine. Howdy. So, I feel like we haven't done a stream where we just like hung out. Like, I know like a lot of people in the community that like I am friends with used to have that. So I want to do that like once a week. Just where we hang out. Hey, Willow. Just where we hang out, talk, catch up. I've had so much going on lately. Oh, what are you doing? He's going to tear my sweater up. Oh! Just ripped off another one. There goes another one. Another one bites the dust. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Here you go, baby. All right. And your little nails are getting Mama's sweater. Okay, I am. So, like, I know people that, like, refer to themselves as mom when talking to their dog, right? And I never thought I would be one of those people. I'm one of them. Or I'm a dog mom. I'm a boy mom, I'm a girl mom, and I'm a dog mom now. Like, when talking to Sonny, I'm like, come see Mama. He sleeps with me. Yes, he does. Thank you, Lindsay. It's been cold in my house. Well, I'm lying. Woke up hot. He tried to run and jump on the couch. He like ran. He like jumped and like fell back off. My dog calls me. Really? Maybe I should have my dog call me Lovey or something. Like the Jenner. You know, like Kris Jenner. She's not grandma, granny. No, she's Lovey. I think it's Lovey. Hey, hey, hey. I'm going to go grab something. I'll be right back. I want to show you guys something. Then I'm going to talk to y'all about some stuff that's really aggravating me. If I start buffering, I'm going to punch my phone. Okay, hold on. Okay, so, you guys, there's been some craziness going on in my life. And I'm going to tell you guys about it. My Glamma, see, I feel like we're, like, on my mom's side, it's Granny. Like, my mom is Granny. My grandma is Granny. And my mom's grandmother was Granny. It's like on my mom's side, everybody's Granny. I just got on. I've been on for 3 minutes. If it buffers, y'all, I'm going to lose my mind. I swear it seems like I can't catch a break when it comes to trying to film. Like, this is my work. I love it, but it's my work. Like, Sean's laid off, so, like, I need to work to help us, like, financially. I love it, too. It gives me, like, peace of mind. Like, like, if I'm, like, having a stressful day or if I have a lot going on for, like, mom-wise, you know, wife-wise, whatever, I can get on a stream and I just feel better. And by the time I get off, I'm, like, in a better mood, you know? So, I love doing it. And I also need to do it because financially, I need to do it because Sean's laid off, you know? But it seems like I cannot catch a break lately. Like, I'll say, I'm gonna stream all next week. And then, like, Monday, you know, this will come up. And then Tuesday, that'll come up. And I just can't do it. My daughter calls my grandma Gigi. On my dad's side, everybody was Momo. Like, everybody is Momo on my dad's side. Paris and Caden, their grandparents on their dad's side, Momo and Popo. But yeah, everybody on my side's Granny. But I feel like I would be a grandma. I'll probably be a Granny. It's like tradition in my grandmommy. Everyone is struggling. Just know, Leslie, everyone is struggling with money or depressed or something. Don't fall on. You got us. You got me. Thank you, Lindsay. That means a lot. I know. That's the thing, too, is like, I know, like, we're not the only ones that's like, you know, Sean decided to go to school because nobody around here is hiring. Nowhere. So he's like, okay, I'll go to school. And by the time, I think it's for 6-9 months or something like that. Like, once he's done with school, he will be able to, like, work from home, you know? And, so, and what he'll do is he'll design websites for, like, different companies, you know, different businesses. And with the internet being all that it is and everything going online now, like, a job, that has to do with like internet will never go away. I don't think. I think it's always going to be there now. So him learning how to code and make websites, I think that's something good. But now it's just getting us there because he's laid off. Even if he wanted to go back to work right now, he couldn't. Nobody's hiring. So what did Kayla say? Sophia calls my sister babe because that's what she hears her boyfriend call her. I love that. If it's buffering, go out and come back in. Okay, good. So, let me tell you guys the issue I'm dealing with. First off, I'm going to tell you guys a few other things. Look at my socks. Hold on. They feel so good. It's not even funny. I really didn't. Sean bought them for me a few days ago, and I was like, those are wild. But I put them on, and they literally, my feet stay cold because I have poor circulation. So I put them on, and I was like, I am in love. So let me. They're penguins. Sean's like, they won't last long because he knows that, like, Paris steals all my socks. But, look at those. If that ain't, they feel so good. So this is how I'm walking around the house. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Speaking of socks, I worked on some merchandise the other night. Up against the windows, I'm showing my neighbors my feet. So over the Sunday night, maybe, I worked on merchandise like all night. Really, Mar? I worked on merchandise like all night. And I come up with some socks. They're tie-dye. I love tie-dye. Tie-dye is such a big thing right now. Do you always have your feet on your couch like that, Leslie? Pretty much. Pretty much. Tie-dye is like big right now, and I love tie-dye. I have like several tie-dye shirts now. So I made tie-dye pillows, tie-dye blankets, tie-dye socks, tie-dye phone case. I also made the plaid, red and black blankets and pillows to match because I love plaid. Hey, Miss Leah. So I made that, you know. And is that really your view? Amazing. Oh, no, I wish it's my view. My view sucks. I'm going to get just a white screen, I think, because I really love this at first. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's maybe too much. Oh, thank you, Dana. I have such a hard time, like, my biggest problem was I wanted to put pictures on my merch, like pictures of different things. And even now I'm really limited because I have to use a white background. Like the pieces that I put on my merch, unless I'm putting wording, it has to be white. So, or it'll show up boxy, like a box. So I may do that, Dana. You should start saying it's real. Like on my merch. I love your preview. I still have that back. No, I don't have that backdrop. I think I threw it away. I think I threw that backdrop away, you guys. I'm going to get to 50K. I'm not going to give up. I say all the time because I'll get so stressed out with trying so hard to film. Like Monday I tried to film, didn't happen. Tuesday I tried to film, didn't happen. Atomic Brownie merch, right? Atomic Brownie, yes. So I get really discouraged, and like I scheduled my live, my first one today for like 12:15, I think. And at 12 or 11:15. Yeah, 11:15. At 11:15, I'm like redoing my hair because like I put my shirt on, so it like kind of messed my hair up. So I was like redoing my hair, you guys, and I pulled the ponytail out, and I'm like trying to, and a barrette got stuck right back here. I'm like trying to get it out, I'm like, I gotta be on right now, So I'm literally like yanking it out, and I'm like, ah! Like, I hate this. Why does this always feel like a maniac trying to get that thing out of my head? It was crazy. So I threw it away because I was like, nobody needs Brett, so you can't get out of your hair. It's, if not, if you'll hit 50K, it's when you'll get there. Right. I'll get there one day. Also, this morning after the kids went to school, I tried this for the first time. I want to show you guys this. Oh, I'm going to show you guys the Brett. Let me go. Let me check. Okay, fair. Go check on his. Hold on. I'll show you guys the Brett because don't buy them. They try to kill people. So these are killer barrettes. Right? I don't know if you guys can really see. But like, I just had it. Like, I opened it, right? And slid it in to the back of my hair to hold some of it up. Because my hair is like shorter in the back. So I had like some of it held up, right? So I'm like trying to get it out. And I'm talking about my hair was like intertwined. Yeah, it's like a clip. Yeah. And they're cute. They're cute, but I'm talking about my hair got stuck so bad. I had to rip it out. I'm like this in the mirror. I'm like, and it was just so like entangled in it. I'm like, ooh. So I just held on to it and I just ripped it out. Probably shouldn't have done that. It hurt. And I was mad. And this isn't the exact one that it happened with, because the exact one that it happened with has a hairball stuck in it, and it's in the trash can now because I threw it away. I was like, screw you. But anyways, I want to show you guys about this. So this company, Toplane, I know how to pronounce it, but I forgot. Before I do my actual review on it, I'm going to figure out how to say it. What's up, TT? So I tried it for the first time this morning. Let me show you guys this. Have you guys ever, who's had laser hair removal in here? Not me. I've never had laser hair removal, but I've wanted to. And now I'm going to get to. So it's, you know how you can go to like the doctor, not the doctor, the like esthetician, I guess. Is that who does it? The esthetician. They'll like zap your hair off. Well, I was sent this. I don't know how much these cost. I just told them, I said, if you send me one, I'll try it out and I'll give it an honest review. Like if they don't work, I'm going to let my people know they don't work. If they work, I'll let them know they work. But also, I'm not going to tell people to buy something at a time like this. Like, you know. Quick question, can you explain ads? I'm sorry if you already explained this, but like I said, I haven't been caught up recently. As far as ads, what do you mean? I can answer any questions about ads. Not that I know the answer, but I can answer to the best of my ability. And if you guys see videos of mine with a ton of ads, please leave me a comment and say, hey, Leslie, check this video. It has a ton of ads. Because I've noticed somehow my videos, I'm talking about on the 1 minute mark, an ad. On the 1 minute and 30-second mark, ad. On the 2 minute mark, ad. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, what is going on? Thank you, Summer. Yes, the ads is where we make our money. So, like, they only put mid-roll ads in if the video is at least 7 minutes or longer, I think. It used to be 10, but I think they went down to 7 minutes. So, like, if I have a 5 minute, yeah, I think YouTube's doing it. I really think YouTube's doing it. At first, I thought it was the YouTubers just being greedy, like jamming ads in their videos. And I was like, wow, that's greedy, you know. But then people started commenting on my videos like, dang, I would watch this, but I don't, you know, there's 15 ads in 5 minutes. And I'm like, maybe it's not the YouTuber. Yeah, we're live, Stephanie. But that is how you make your money. Like, there's some ads that are 3 minutes long. Do you benefit from me watching the whole ad? You can, like, if it's like a 3 minute ad, I think you only have to watch like 30 seconds of it. You don't have to watch the whole thing. If we skip the ad tonight, you not get paid. Right. If you skip the ad, I don't make money from it. So the way that it works, from my best understanding, okay. So like if I have a video that's 5 minutes long, I'm not going to have any mid-roll ads. I'm going to have like an ad at the front and an ad at the end. So if you watch so many seconds of the ad at the front, I'll get whatever my CPM is based off, whatever my CPM is. And that's clicks per, I don't remember what the M stands for. But right now, I have a pretty high CPM. So if 1,000 people, I know it's like, what does that M stand for? I don't remember. But, okay, say 1,000 people watch that one ad at the beginning. Whatever my CPM is, it's per thousands. So if my CPM is $12, I'll make $12 for every 1,000 people that watch 30 seconds of that ad. You know? So if you watch the ad at the beginning, clicks per minute, I don't think it's clicks per minute. Let me see. Sean's back. CPM. What is it? Cost per, no, that's not. That's CPI, cost per impressions. Cost per meal? Yeah, so basically what it is, oh, thank you, Summer. So basically what it is like, if your video is 7 minutes or longer, you can put mid-roll ads. But really a video that's 7 minutes, you don't want to put a mid-roll ad in that. So you got to add at the beginning, you got to add at the 5 minute mark, and then you got to add at the end, which is 7 minutes, you know? Like, I mean, to me, that's a little much. But, so if you see that happening, please comment. Would you say Social Blade is accurate with YouTubers' money? As far as I know, yes. It's always been pretty accurate with mine. It's been very close with mine. So, and also I've talked to other people that's on YouTube that said the same thing. Like when I was friends with this guy that has a YouTube channel, he said the same thing. He was like, it's very close. He was like, it's almost exact. To the higher number. Because it gives an estimated. Low number, high number. It's very correct to the high number. Oh, thank you. I know ads pay you some. My cat is watching YouTube videos for cats with birds. She doesn't hunt and loves the shepherd that I'm watching. You know, that's, you know what, Elliot's way up. You know what? I Googled it and it means cost per. That's CPI. Because there's two of them. There's CPI and there's CPM. Your CPM is the number that you really want to focus on because that's the like the dollar amount that you're going to make per 1,000, which that's something too, per 1,000. Cost per impressions. Let's see, CPM. determines how much money a YouTuber makes per 1,000 views. CPM is paid out to YouTube by companies that might advertise on your videos, who takes a percentage of the money and also gives YouTube a percentage. So, yeah, CPM determines how much money a YouTuber makes per 1,000 views. CPI is a metric that represents how much money advertisers are spending to show ads on YouTube. You'll see a few different CPM metrics in YouTube Analytics. CPM, the cost an advertiser pays for 1,000 ads. What are you looking for?
Charger.
For an iPhone?
Yeah, my other long white.
Look in my car.
Black and white.
There's a white one in my car. So, yeah. Yeah, maybe so. I know on my analytics it says CPM. Like when I go to the analytics, it says CPM. But yeah, so basically, I can barely deal with long nails too. That may be in part reason why I couldn't get that thing out of my hair. So I actually recorded myself using this morning. I'm not going to record myself every time. So what I done was I shaved both of my legs last night. Because it tells you to shave first. Well, if somebody clicks in my video right now, they're going to see an ad first thing. It's like if you ever notice, like if you go in on a video most of the time and they're live, an ad pops up first. I guess that's like their way to ensure that like even on live streams, they're going to get paid at least a little bit. Right. Yes, CC. Yes, I know, TT, but only the first time. You only have to shave before you use it the first time. Right now, last time I checked mine was like $12.83. So for every 1,000 views, I make $12.83. I may not have this video monetized yet, so that could be why. So I'll have to go back. Like once I go back and set the settings for this to be monetized, anybody else coming in should show an ad in the beginning. I'm going to rewatch your lives for the ad. Oh, thank you, Miranda. So the way this works is you shave to begin with, and then you, hey. Let me show you guys. I'm going to do a whole video on this once I've tried it in its entirety, because you have to try it for like a while. It's just not gonna happen right. But it comes in this cute little case. Look at this. So I shaved my legs last night, and then this morning I like wiped my legs down again, because you're supposed to make sure your legs are clean, no lotion or nothing like that. And then it has to be hooked up while you use it. Like I actually thought, I'm hearing that they work too. I watched the reviews. I mean, I looked at the reviews. We have 2 ads coming in, but it gave the option to skip. Yeah, you can skip, but we don't get paid if you skip them, so watch one of them. So it comes with the glasses, because you got to wear these glasses, and everything's green. Everything's green. They're a green tinted glasses, so how cute do I look? And I wonder if I can, yeah, I'm going to plug this up to show you guys. Well, I don't think I can. Okay, so you use the glasses. So what I've done is I've used this on one leg. Today, I done this leg. I zapped it. Twing, 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 twing. I'm not shaving. I mean, I'm not doing this leg. So for 2 weeks, I'm not shaving this leg at all. At all. You think I should wear these all the time? Let me look. I don't know. It makes everything green, so I don't think I could deal with that. Well, no, oh my God. I look ridiculous. Look like a cop. So, I zapped one leg today. I can use this. So let me see. It comes with a little booklet. I'm going to give the glasses to Sean after I'm done using them. The best way to make sure I get paid is to watch the ads or PayPal. Okay, so recommended frequency is the first 2 or 4 weeks. You use 3 times per week. So I just started this today. So between now and next Wednesday, I will use this 3 to 4 times, right? Only on one leg, not going to mess with the other leg. Let it grow, let it be wild, let it be free, right? 5 to 6 weeks, I'm going to use it 2 to 3 times. I doubt I go 8 weeks without shaving my leg. I mean, I'm going to at some point because Sean's, I don't know. But I'll probably at least go like, I don't know. I'm gonna try to stick it out for like a month and use this 3 to 4 times per week for a whole month and see what happens. But from my understanding, once you hit that 8 reach mark, that 8 weeks, you do it your 1 to 2 times, and after that, the hair is gone and it's not growing back, from what I understand. There's also a setting that's for skin rejuvenation. Yes, there is a setting for skin rejuvenation. So, which is cool. I can't tell you. So there's the light. It literally zaps. Like I was doing it this morning and I felt so cool for some reason. It was like zap, 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 zap. So I'm excited. I used it this morning. Between now and next Wednesday, I can use it. How many times did it say? 3 to 4? Is that what it said? I don't even remember. You gotta go. You gotta go, Miss Leah. Oh man, I can't go past 3 days. I mean, you know, I know, like, this is gonna be hard for me to be free. They haven't given me a promo code yet because I'm really not. I told them, I said, give it to me. If you want me to try it, send me one. I'll use it. And after I've used it, then I will, like, give an honest review. So I'm not telling you guys yet that it works because I don't know. I just used it for the first time. I'm sure they will give me a promo code. I'm sure. My mom used to use Nair, but she got like a chemical burn on it. So if it works when I'm done, exactly, Miranda, exactly. So I'm excited about it. Oh, that's awesome, Tiffany. Thank goodness. I literally had to take Bobby and Kennedy to the doctor Monday because they had a cough. And they put us in a tent. We like go, they meet us at the door. They're like, what are you here for? I'm like, they got a really bad dry cough. They're like, go to that tent over there and wait. I'm like, outside? That tent over there? They're like, yes, go over there. I'm like, okay. So we waited in the tent until they let us in. Kids don't have COVID. But I didn't even think that mine did. But I was, Tiffany, I was. What about you, Tiffany? Did you get tested? How did I have this zipped up earlier? So I'm excited to use it. Sean actually was like, you need to use it on me before you use it on you in case it like burns the skin or something. Like in case it's like not a good one and it like, I'm here, but is it? Yes, it is. It is an IPL hair removal. Yes. My Brenda, what are you planning on doing for Halloween? You know, I don't know, Kayla. What are y'all going to do? Are y'all having Halloween? Is anybody's Halloween canceled in their town? Because I'm not sure if ours is. Y'all probably just got like, what, do they have like bronchitis or something? What's everybody else doing for Halloween? Because I don't know. You can always try for a giveaway. I actually need to do a giveaway soon. I have a good bit of stuff that I need to put in for a giveaway. I also think I think I'm gonna make I don't know if you guys have looked at the merch, like the Happy Fall shirt. I think I'm gonna make that just a fall thing, obviously. How long does it work after going through the process? Well, the process for this takes like 8 weeks. And from what I understand, like, I think you're good, right? After 8 weeks, like, you don't grow regular hair. You just grow like very, very, very fine fuzz, I think. Trick or treat at the churches. Yes, I'm pretty sure we're still going to have trick or treat at our church. It's funny, maybe old-fashioned protective. My husband is quite old-fashioned and walks next to me on the path on the side near the cars just in case. Ours is not canceled. People are just being careful. I'm putting candy in bags so they grab a bag at the table and go. My kids are too old to do Halloween. They don't do it anymore. I'm not sure I'm going to go to a haunted house. I would love to go to a haunted house. My main concern is like, okay, just think about this. We're taking our kids out to people's houses where someone will reach in a bag, in a bowl, and put candy in there, and then they're going to reach in there and open it and just pop it in their mouth. So I am a little freaked out by it. Like, I'm going to have to figure out something, but I don't think I'm going to take my kids trick-or-treating just because I know ain't everybody washing their hands, you know. My Kennedy is dressing up as JoJo Siwa. I bought one of your fall shirts. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Yes, you guys, I have some new merch. It's really cute. And if you want to get free shipping, right now until the 20th of this month, I'm doing free shipping if you use the promo code FALL, F-A-L-L. So if you want something and you don't want to have to pay the shipping, from now to the 20th, use FALL and you get free shipping. It does not hurt. All I felt was like a little warmth hit it. We're going to watch Transylvania by the boys back there. That's probably, you know what, like maybe what we'll do is just like watch a movie, let them dress up. I don't know. Like, because Kennedy, we already have her costume. She's JoJo Siwa. Bobby picked out a ninja costume, but then he decided, now he's like, I want to be Black Panther. So we're like, Coco got his costume. He's Five Nights at Freddy. Yeah, like I'm kind of worried about it. Oh, Cece just put up my merch link if you guys want to check it out. So we are making our kids Halloween buckets so they still get candy, but we don't have to risk going out. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm probably going to do something like that. Like maybe have like a little party here at the house where we make like roast marshmallows, build a fire, and like have candy bags for them. I don't know. Because, I don't know. Oh. Everyone is just going to have to go and buy their children tons of candy and give it to them piece by piece. Hey, Jennifer. Right? Party at home is perfect. Maybe a film. Yes. I hear Kennedy outside. Daddy. She's the cutest. Maybe you could have a Halloween party for your kids and their friends. My parents did that for me one year, and it was one of my favorite memories. Yeah. We were going to have a party this weekend for my niece. Make a Halloween basket, like an Easter basket. My niece's birthday was on the 5th. And Bobby's birthday is tomorrow, you guys. Isn't tomorrow the 8th? Is tomorrow the 8th? Bobby's birthday is the 8th. So this weekend, yeah, that is a cute idea. This weekend, we were going to have a party at my sister's house for my niece. And have like a big stereo set up and a karaoke. And they have like a basketball court that they were going to set up for like dancing. And Bobby, Shauna's doing okay. He likes his classes, but it's so hard for us to navigate him doing his classes and me doing YouTube. Because when the kids are home, like, he can't do his classes because he can't hear. Like, he has to be able to, he has headphones on and he sits like in the living room at the desk and he can't hear. And I can't do YouTube when the kids are home because I can't hear, you know. So we have to try to do it while the kids are at school. So I don't know. It's been very hectic. He likes the classes though. So hayride. We used to do hayrides every year. Oh, thank you guys. I'm gonna tell Bobby you guys wished him a happy birthday. He'll love that. I think piñatas, a lot of children. Yeah, expel. Yep. Who has liked the video? Who has liked this video? 33 people have liked the video. Y'all are so awesome. Way to go for you guys. Sounds great. Me. Hey, let's have a party on online. Right? Let's go live and just party it up. My youngest granddaughter turns 3 on the 30th. My best friend's birthday is on the 23rd, I think it is. And then my grandpa used to drive the truck to do the hay rides. TT said I'm going to like it with each and every one of my sock accounts. Please do. If you guys have more than one account, just go on your multiple accounts and like the video. Because I already have my haters, all 5 of them. Actually, it's probably only like 2 of them. And they're disliking it from multiple sock accounts. So, make sure you, from all sock accounts, go give me a big old thumbs up. But my grandpa used to drive the, oh, I didn't tell you guys about what's been going on, and it's very frustrating. But my grandpa used to drive the truck and pull a trailer with hay on it, and we would sit on the hay and go through graveyards. And every year they would pretend like the truck died or like they ran out of gas. There was always something. Like at one point they would stop and be like, the truck won't come back on. And then like Freddy Krueger and Jason and all these, like, the adults dressed up as like certain people would come out like at the trailer, you know, like they would have like a chainsaw person. My Uncle Stacy was usually the person with a chainsaw. They would come in and like right as they got like up to the trailer, we would take off. And one year when I became an adult, one of the first years that I got to do it with them, they go down this road that has a creek, but it's not very, oh, thank you, Kelly. It's not very deep. The creek is not deep. So what we done was, my cousin, his name's Adam, he stood in the creek, and then his wife, Brooke, who is Sean's cousin, sat on his shoulders, sat on it. And when the truck stopped on the creek, on the little bridge, Brooke has long black hair. So she wore a white, like, almost like sheet. I don't even remember. It may have been a sheet. White pantyhose, barefoot. She painted her face white, black around her eyes, and put her hair. Oh, thank you, Elliot. Put her hair in front of her face, and she climbed out of the bridge, right? Very like, she was supposed to be the girl from The Ring, you know. So she climbed out and she climbed up on the trailer and she grabbed a lady that she thought was my mom. She like grabbed her, but really it was not my mom, and it was a lady named Miss Raines who was like 80 years old, and she almost gave her a heart attack. So it was like, yeah, we don't need to be getting up on we don't need to get up on the trailer ever again. Miss Raines was literally like in her 80s when that happened. You like that? Those shirts? But yeah, that was, and then this on the same ride, what we would do, we would have people set up different places. And like, so when they got to the first setup, the people would jump out, do their thing. Then they would hop on four-wheelers and pass the truck up through the woods to go up to another setup, like along the road, right? No, what we done, so the truck goes on a bridge, right? So there's a bridge, but the bridge was not deep. The creek was dry and it wasn't deep. So it was asphalt. So my cousin, the truck, here's the bridge, here's the truck. My cousin comes crawling up out the creek in a white, like, I think it was like a bed sheet, white pantyhose, painted her face white, black circles, and she had black long hair down in front of her. So she like climbs up out of the creek because she was really sitting on her husband's shoulders or standing on his shoulders, and then she crawls over and goes up onto the trailer, and she goes, and everybody, like all the kids were like, ah, you know, and Miss Raines, who was like 80 years old, like she knows it's like one of us, but then like Brooke goes to her and it's like, wow, like shakes her, you know, and she's like, oh God. And they're like, yeah, we can't do that. Like literally almost gave Miss Raines a heart attack, but it was because Brooke thought that it was my mom. She couldn't really see. I would just do games at home. Bobbing for apples. Going to be head to toe in LB merch. Yes. I need to do some pants. You guys, I done, the first time I done merch, I done like tight, those, what are those pants? They're like, I have so many of them. I don't know, but I done like red ones that said like Bash Chat on them. They were hideous. The fabric is really weird. It's like shiny. So the red pants, you guys remember, I put them on because they were, like, I wish I could try out every piece of my merch because I don't want to like sell something that's like ridiculous. Do bass across the butt, right? Do the B like wear on the side and then like ASS on each cheek. Don't talk about Janelle Eason. I know. I haven't watched the rest of her series, but I heard about it. And I heard that they're like, I saw clips of it where she was like talking about Marissa. And like Marissa lied, saying that David broke the screen door. And then it like cuts to the house and Jace going out the screen door. And then it cuts to Janelle saying, he broke my screen door, as it shows a picture of David at Home Depot buying a door, you know. And she's like, we've never even had a screen door. Marissa lied. You know, I'm like, first off, I don't know, like, and this is the honest to God's truth, you guys. Like, it's just who I am. I wish everybody well. My biggest haters, I wish them well. I wish them well and not, like, I'm like, I wish you well, and I wish you leave me alone and be well, you know? Like, Janelle, I wish her well. Like, there's people out there that have such aggravation about Janelle that they don't wish her well anymore because of all the stuff that she's done. I still wish her and her family well, but I wish it, well, at least you're honest, TT. I mean, even like the people that I have the most frustration to, I wish them well, but in a way, well away from me, you know? Like, if you're a problematic YouTuber, I wish you well, but I wish you well off YouTube, you know? Like, if you're a problematic sibling of mine, or not even sibling, I don't have any problematic siblings. And speaking of, I speak to all my siblings. Just going to put that out there. I know there was talk of, oh, this is why Leslie's sister doesn't speak to her. My sister speaks to me, regardless of what people may think. I just spoke to my sister the other day. Her son was here over the weekend. Again, she dropped him off. So don't believe everything you hear, people. But yeah, the whole thing with like the Marissa situation, like I do, like I mean, you know, but like I said, I wish them well in a way. Like Janelle, I wish her well, but I wish her well in a way that she does right by her kids. Like, to me, it's like, I wish her well, and I wish that she would do better so she will be well. you know. I really don't like have like, I mean, everybody has, you know, problems with their family at some point. Everybody fights at certain points. It just so happened like, you know, when you're like a public, which is like, I'm not even a public person, but because I have this channel and other people cover me, for some reason people talk about me. I'm somewhat of a public person, so like my situations with my family members get brought into YouTube, you know, but really, like, I don't really have like problematic family members as far as my like immediate family. Like everybody in my family, like we've had our issues at some point, certain of us, but we always come back. Like it always. Do I like Kale? I do like Kale. Yeah, I do like Kale, and I'll tell you why. Because I was a single mom with 2 kids at one point, and it takes a lot. I was a working mom with 2 kids. I managed a finance company. I bought my first car by myself with no help whatsoever. And nobody ever had to help me with my kids. Even the one time I asked their dad to buy diapers, because it was either buy diapers or like not have money for lunch, you know? And he was like, go ask my mom and dad. They'll give you the money. And I was like, nope, not going to do it. I never asked people to help me, and I done it. And so Kale does it. Like, regardless of if you like her, if you think she has a bad attitude, whatever it is. She has 4 kids, and I feel like she raises them the best to her ability when she didn't have that mom there to show her how to do it. Like, she didn't have a mom there showing her how to be a mom. But I think that taught her a lot. You know, there's things about all of them that I don't care for. Like, you know, sometimes some of them can be a little rude. But they put up with a lot of stuff too. So I imagine if I had to put up with all the stuff that they put up with, I might become a little rude as well, you know. But as far as like, I think she's a great mom. She has goals, she has ambition, she has drive. She don't want to just depend on Teen Mom. Like, she went to school. She got a degree. Like, she went to college. She got a degree. She has aspirations to do more. So I have a lot of respect for her. Amber, you know, I've seen Amber be very sweet at times. And like when me and Matt were cool, he would tell me like, Amber will give you the shirt off her back. But we've also seen Amber, you fat, old, ugly, you know, just spew the most terrible, god-awful things out of her mouth. So, I think I like the side of Amber that will give you the shirt off her back. I don't like the side of Amber. But I think we all have a side. I think every one of us has a side of us when we get, it may not be to the extreme of Amber where we're cussing our partner up and down, calling them fat and blah, 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 blah. You know, like it may not be to that extreme. But yes, I feel like she has an anger issue that really takes over who she is, and it makes her not a great person when she's in that, like when she's in that, you know, when she's being that. But, you know, like Matt told me one time that they went over to like Thanksgiving at Amber's grandmother's house one Thanksgiving, and the grandmother said something about how they had been sleeping on the couch because their bed, the mattress on their bed was like really hurting their back. So he said that after they left, when they were leaving, she told Matt to go to the furniture store. And he was like, what are we doing? She was like, I'm going to buy my grandparents a new bedroom set. So she bought him a whole new bed, everything, new, you know, and then just had it delivered and never said a word, you know, never told anybody. Just, the reason they fired Janelle from the show is because David shot the dog. Now she's saying David did not hurt her neck a long time ago when her kids went away because she was doing, yeah, you know, I think it's just a cover-up, obviously. I didn't like Jade at first, but she's good. Yeah, I like Jade. All of my sides are sweet and wonderful. TT, come on now. Me and TT have both seen each other's bad side. Me and TT, uh, we had it out one day on the phone and we were both like, blah. But that's, you know, it happens sometimes. Okay, please, someone confiscate my free from shortbreads. I have not eaten any shortbreads without gluten and dairy for too long. Hey, Sonny Marshall. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, we all, I mean, because my thing too is like, I'm like, if I was on TV and the cameras caught me having an argument with my husband, obviously, if it's put out there in a certain way, okay, say me and Sean get in an argument and I'm recording, but he's recording. I don't know he's recording. He don't know I'm recording, right? Or just look at it like this. Okay, say me and Sean get in a fight and I record, but he don't know that I'm recording. So he's going to be full force, mad, saying whatever he wants to say. But I'm going to kind of pull it back a little bit maybe because I know what's up, you know, same for him. Like I feel like the Andrew and Amber situation, like I feel like Andrew kind of pulled back a little bit and like, don't get me wrong. I'm not victim shaming him. Like, I think Amber definitely said a lot of things that shouldn't have been said and done a lot of things that shouldn't have been done. But I've said and done things that I shouldn't have said and done at times too. You know, we're not perfect, but that was really bad. But I do think that Andrew, like, pushed her buttons. Like, I think he said things knowing that it would make her even more mad. And, yeah, I think he kind of manipulated the thing. You hate Sean? You talking about my husband, Sean? Why you hate my husband? It still doesn't change what she said. Like, regardless of if she knew he was filming or not, she still said some terrible things. You know, she still said some terrible things. Yeah. So, I mean, we're not perfect people. None of us are. None of us are perfect. I think some of us are worse than others. I think some people have bad intentions with things. I think some people don't love people the way other people love people. And, you know, no, I think he planned it from the first. Oh, am I correct in saying that David Eason broke Janelle's collarbone? I would agree with that. I think it is my opinion. I love you, Maggie. It is my opinion that 911 call that she made saying, I think he broke my collarbone. I believe that. She come back a few days later saying, I don't know, it was an accident. I fell, whatever. But that's the way like an abusive relationship works. You know, I think in the back of Janelle's mind, she knows what it is. I think in the back of her, I think when they're together and they're doing okay, I think she has hope that they're doing okay. Like, oh, well, it can get better. He's doing better. It's okay. He's controlling his anger better. We can make it work. But I think it's always in the back of her head that she knows that it's not okay. Like that she knows that what he does is not okay. And I think there are times when they fight that she goes out and she tells the truth about it. Just like when she called 911 because he done the collar, you know, hurt her collarbone. I think that 911 call was the truth. But I think, you know, the next day when he called and was like, I'm so sorry, baby. I love you so much. I really need you. I know I need help. I know I have an anger issue. I know I'm going to do better. Please just tell me what I needed. I think the end she was like, well, dang it. You know, this is already out, you know. And then it was like, well, we got to find a way to say that it was an accident somehow. Or you didn't do this somehow, you know. But I think in the back of her mind, she knows. Hey, Catherine. I think back and wish I dealt with things differently. We were just trying to be better. He said, Yeah, Jade Shine. Janelle takes up for David, but he is using her for money and everything. Lindsay, we probably could have handled it a little bit better. I think it's okay and normal to disagree as friends. What matters is how you come back. Yeah. She needs to be held accountable for the false 911 calls. Yeah, Carly, that's my thing too, is like, you're making these calls. Okay, you made the call saying that he broke your collarbone. You made the call from the attic that day. I mean, I understand why it gets to a point to where the police are like, holy crap. But it's still their job to take each thing like seriously. I know that she just lied to protect David. Yep. I like Jade. I really like Jade. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like, when I watch Jade, I just feel like that's a real ass, like, I like her. Like, she works a job and she goes to school and she has a mom that because Jade loves her mom so much, she has such a hard time, like, setting boundaries. And, like, when you deal with addicts, the line between, like, being there and enabling is so paper thin. Yeah, I think she does still have I think she opened up her own salon, didn't she? And I think at times, like, maybe she enables them, but I've done the same thing for people people that I know. Like, I have people that I know that have suffered from addiction. I've enabled them unintentionally. Hey, Joe, just because they call and say, oh my God, I don't have anywhere to stay, or I have no money, or, and I'm like, well, what do you need? I'll help you. And then you just enable them to go get drugs. You know what I'm saying? You just gave them the money to go get drugs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's so hard. Exactly. But you have to, yep, exactly, Bubba. Has Janelle retracted her claims, collarbone being broken, she made on 911? Yes, she did retract those claims. Oh, thank you, Joe. I bet you look beautiful, too. If I could see you, I bet you do. She did. She said, she later come out and said that it was dark, they were drinking, and they ran into each other or something like that. Run to Elizabeth. She'll take care of all of us. Yes. I'll just hold you all in my little bubble. I think friends can argue things out, but keep in respect and loyalty. Like, don't be exposing me on Mad Day, nor call me my name. Exactly. Exactly, Cece. That's my thing too. Is like, me and my friend Ashley. Ashley has been my friend since as long as I can remember. As long as I can remember, and we've gotten into it before where I've, like, told her what I think about it, and she's told me what she thinks about me. But that girl's still my best friend. Um, we always come back from it, and she never turns around and is like, oh, well, I'm going to talk crap about Net because we just got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why, like, when somebody does that to me, I just, especially if it's someone that I love, like, that I was dear to and I really cared about, and then I find out that they're, like, talking smack about me or whatever, then it's just like, yeah, she is Maggie. My birthday is February 16th. Yes. I think addiction makes you do things many wouldn't do. I think everything comes second. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I've heard people say. Who was it, Butch, that told Tyler that when being an addict, you care more about the drug than anything? Which is obvious. I mean, look at all the addicts out there that, steal from their parents, their best friend, their wife, their husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, addicts that don't take care of their kids because they're an addict and they're chasing that next fix. Yeah, Miranda, I agree. They fell in a hole while they were having a bonfire and she was mad. It was over dramatic. That's fell in a hole. Jeez Louise. But that is what she said, yeah. Yeah. Jana, where do you live? Somebody's asking where you live. Who's asking? Mar? I think Mar's asking. My uncle's an alcoholic and he has done things I can't believe. It is a disease. Yep. Is Janelle talking to Barbara? Uh-huh. Yeah, they're talking. Yeah, because Barbara was on that, Barbara was on her docuseries. Jana lives in Western Australia. That was not a good accent. Like, Janelle loves David, but David, she doesn't like Janelle. She uses her for what I think she's false. Just asking for suggestions on mommy stuff. First time mom, and I have anxiety. Ooh, what questions you got about? Let me give you some mommy suggestions. If you're a first time mommy, don't wake your baby up in the middle of the night to feed your baby. Your baby will cry when they're hungry. And having a baby in the hospital, if they let you, okay, when you have the baby, I love Macy Bookout. When you have the baby, if, as you made me check out at Western, if the night you have the baby, if the nursery is offering to take the baby into the nursery, a lot of moms don't want to do this, and I understand, let them. You're going to need your rest. So if the nursery is offering to keep the baby in there with them, they're going to take care of your baby. They're going to feed your baby. You know, being a new mom, I'm sure that it's hard. But if they offer at night, let them take your baby. Your body just went through a very huge thing, you know, a very traumatic situation. And a lot's going on with your body. You're going to be super tired. Well, you know, and for a minute when you get home, you're going to kind of go into overdrive, but don't overdo it. Don't wake your baby up in the middle of the night. We are in the path of the hurricane, yes. It's supposed to get here Saturday, I think. Don't wake your baby up in the middle of the night to feed your baby, because there's no point. Your baby's not going to starve to death. Babies cry when they're hungry, when they're wet. Like, they let you know. So, like, one of the things that I was told, you know, was, yes, also sleep when your baby sleeps. So one of the things that I was told is, oh, you must wake your baby up every 2 to 3 hours to feed your baby. And it was exhausting. I didn't sleep. It was so exhausting. But after my third kid, I was like, they cry when they're hungry. So I'm just going to let them sleep. And that, I mean, and what, it worked out well, because the kids would sleep for 4 or 5 hours before they cried for a bottle again. You know, and then, so I was getting more sleep. So one of the things is, don't wake your baby up to feed your baby. Your baby will let you know when they're hungry. That way you can get somewhat decent rest. Wet wipes warmers don't work, if you ask me. They just make the wipies kind of wet, like dripping wet, like when you take them out. They're like dripping wet. I never liked them. Are you having a boy or a girl? Exactly. We as women have motherly instincts, and they kick in after your baby is born, so follow your gut. I'm a recovering addict, and I've been clean 7 years now. When you're in active stage of addiction, that's all you think about. I couldn't even imagine. Hey, Leslie, just saying hello. Hey, on the way to Anchorage, Alaska. That's awesome. I'm the only one out of my close groups of mates that don't have children. I did want to adopt, but I'm turning 38 in October, and I still haven't grown up yet. Jano, really? Jano, I would have never guessed that you were even in your 30s. My first son was NICU for 30 days, and when he came home, the nurses had him trained to sleep through the night. Sometimes it's good to let them cry. If they're all really eating, it opens their lungs. Yes, another thing is, let's see. I could literally write a book on parenting. If you have a boy, or even if you have a girl, especially if you have a boy though, boys pee a lot when you change them. So like when you open that diaper and pull it down, if it's a boy, it's going to be coming for you 9 times out of 10. So what I do is before I open my baby's diaper, I put another diaper under the butt. So I lay the baby down, put a diaper under him, the fresh diaper, open the diaper that's soiled, open it, pull it down, wipe up, hurry up and pull it out, throw it to the side really quick, and then hurry up and latch the diaper to keep them from peeing everywhere. So put it underneath their butt. That way you don't have to risk getting peed on the floor. Let's see. Gas. What helps with gas? Hey, what's your favorite Dolly Parton song? I don't know. Yes, and always have your wipes out. Like, don't open the diaper and then have to grab your wipes out. Like, when you lay the baby down, put your diaper underneath, pull your wipes out before you unlatch that diaper. Teething, what helps with teething? Cold rag, like wet a rag, put it in the refrigerator. I wouldn't do freezer because I feel like that would be too cold, that it would like hurt the skin, like be too cold up against the skin. So wet rag, put it in the refrigerator. They have little capsules of Orajel that come in what look like Q-tips, right? Yes, I wipe really fast. So they have these liquid Orajel that comes in what looks like Q-tips. It looks just like a Q-tip. But you pop, oh, yep, and amber necklace and teeth and gel. For Kennedy, we got her one of those teeth and necklaces. And what it is it has like something in it. She just wears it. She don't chew on it. You just wear it. She wore hers for like 2 years before I ever took it off. And let me see how these help. I don't know, but it helps. But those little Orajel Q-tip things, you pop them off. You pop it off, and then you turn it upside down, and all the liquid goes one side. You just dab it on their gums. Let's see, what are those? How do those necklaces help? Let's see. Okay, so these, Kennedy had one, and I swear it worked, you guys. Kennedy wore it for like 2 years. And there were, throughout the 2 years, when she was teething really bad, if we took it off, I swear she would get super grouchy. It was like within 5 minutes of taking it off, she was in pain again. So we would put it back on, and she'd be fine. It was weird. It was, I mean, you guys can ask Sean. Like, it was crazy to see because it like told me that it was working. So you can get them on Amazon, and what it is they're made of fossilized tree something and Baltic. So made of Baltic amber and fossilized tree resin. I think that's how you say it. So the baby wears it. His body heat triggers the release of a minute amount of oil that contains succinic acid, which is absorbed into the bloodstream. And it helps with inflammation. And it helps with, I mean, if they're teething, it'll help a lot. Like I'm telling you, Kennedy wore one for like 2 years. Let's see. What is the background behind you real? The view of the one? No, it's not real. I wish it was, but it's not. Yes, that's another thing is they have these mesh things that you can put fruit in, and you can, what's your favorite go-to breakfast choice for Kennedy? Fruit. We eat a lot of fruit in here. Um, Bananas, strawberries, eggs, Keni. You can just spell it Keni. We spell it Kennadi, but you can just spell it Keni. Kenny, that's what we call her. I know this is, I mean, she has celiac and a lot of food allergies. So, like, it's hard with her food. I have 6 kids. My kids eat fruit like it's going to say yes. Yeah, my kids too. And here lately we've been making a lot of smoothies. And she likes the smoothies. She really likes ice. Really, like, I think she probably has like low iron maybe. The next time I take her to the doctor, I'm going to get them to check her iron because well, when you have the baby, they're going to eat just a very, like, I don't even remember what they start them off at, like milliliters. Leslie is little mama, okay. Kennedy is going with Shine right now. I want to know what the name backdrop is for the brick wall backdrop with the mirror because I want from. I'll have to look, and next time I come live, I'll tell you. I don't remember, but I got it off Amazon. I just put in a YouTube backdrop, and I found it. So when you first have a baby, the hospital is going to tell you how much to feed it. Like when you, like they'll give you these little pre-made bottles, and it'll have like 5 meals in it or something. So you'll feed like 1 meal burp, 1 meal burp, or like 2.5 meals burp, 2.5 meals burp. If they have gas or they can't burp or something, you can lay them over on your legs. Like if say your legs are out straight, let's see, hold on. I don't know if this really helped. Oh! So lay them over on your legs like this and bounce or pat them on the back, and it'll help them burp. Also, if your baby has gas, we had to do this to Bobby a lot. Bobby has a lot of stomach issues. So you hold them like their head, you know, body, legs poking out, and bounce them. So they're looking outward like you're looking outward. They're not looking into your chest. You hold them, you bounce them. Bouncing will help get rid of I'm not going to do no TikTok dance, but I'm savage. What? No. Yeah, bouncing helps get rid of gas. Also, if your baby's gassy, lay your baby on the floor and do bicycle. Like bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle with their legs, and it'll help relieve the gas. Also, you can do a colon massage if they get constipated or they're very gassy and like crying in pain. You can look it up on YouTube, but what you do is you like start at one side of the belly and you massage all the way over to the other side and around, like around the whole belly, and you just massage it. And that helps from the top, make it drop. My WAP got me a bunch of kids. WAP. Did I say WAP? WAP. WAP. Wipes and Pampers. That's what it is. Wipes and Pampers. Tons of them. I wonder how much money we spend on wipes and diapers. Tons. You call it the bicycle. I call it Running Man. As I move their legs, I say, run, 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 run. That's crazy because I would do that too. I call it the bicycle, but like when I would do it to mine, I would be like, run, 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 run. That's pretty wild. Wipes and Pampers. WAP. WAP equals 6 kids. Half a dozen. What's your opinion about cow's milk? I've heard so many opinions on both sides. Just curious about what you think. No wrong answer. I mean, I vicariously through my brother so I can have children. Children are so precious. I live vicariously, Lindsay. I've seen something about kratom, say call your governor or something to keep it legal. Have you seen it? My favorite for super. So, I mean, I drink cow's milk, but one of my kids, when they were smaller, there were talks about switching them to goat milk, I think. I think it was Kennedy because there was so like we couldn't figure out like what was going on with her. But yeah, they shouldn't drink cow's milk until they're 1 years old. And if you get like WIC or something like that, like government assistance, WIC, you'll get these vouchers. Do they have WIC anymore? All of my kids drink cow's milk. I eat it with cereal. But Kennedy, I think it was that because of her issues and we didn't know what the issues were, there was talks of switching her to like goat milk, I think it was. I used powdered goat milk and homemade formula when my son was a baby. I had to supplement due to low supply. If I can't stop them. Well, their stomachs are not prepared for like cow's milk when they're a baby. So that's why they have formula. Like baby stomachs couldn't handle cow's milk. Like if you gave a newborn baby cow's milk, it would probably make them super sick. That would be my imagine. That's what I would imagine. Good luck getting your channel up, Lindsay. Yes, Lindsay, good luck getting your channel up. Alaska has WIC. So like on WIC, it tells you what you could, like WIC will give you vouchers for like 17 cans of formula a month. And then as the baby gets older, it lessens it. So a newborn will get like 17 cans of formula, which is great because the formula costs $20 for a thing this big, you know? Like this big, 17 bucks, you know? And it takes like 17 for a month. And then as the baby gets older, it gets less and less and less. And then at 1 year old, they switch it over to cow milk. I was chronically allergic to dairy. I was born in the late 70s. I used to scream all night, every night when I went through breast milk to cow milk. Midwives told my mom to flavor it like a milkshake. Does anyone think David will spend time in prison? I don't know. You know, how are you feeling? Are you doing okay? Y'all, I've been having a hard time. I'm not going to lie. Like, we have this lawsuit going with the police department, you know, and I feel like because we have this going, like the police department, because Paris was jumped on Thursday at school from behind by a girl she don't know. And before that even happened, we were dealing with some issues that I went to the police about. Bullying, like terrible bullying. Yeah, terrible bullying. So I contacted the juvenile officer over here and I told him what was going on and I was like, can you please, you know, like these guys, it's guys, you guys, it's guys. These guys are bullying, like have been bullying her. Which they were messaging her like terrible things and she was like kind of getting it right back up there with them. Like when they started like talking crap to her. I don't want to say the actual name, but will you be coming against RR? I thought you mentioned your son playing. My son did play last year. This year, he didn't play. But I may be going to some football games. I didn't go last week, but I know what you're talking about. Red? Are you talking about Red? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I've been stressed. Like, I was going to go live Thursday. Like, literally, I was, like, about to sit down when Paris texted me and was like, Mom, you got to get to the school. Somebody just jumped on me from behind. I was like, I'm gone. I ran in there, told Sean, I said, I got to go. Somebody just jumped on Paris. I got to go. So, like, we live literally 3 minutes from the school. When I'm telling you guys that when I turned into the school, I was on 2 wheels, I'm not lying to you. I'm surprised I didn't get pulled over, but probably only because I didn't see a cop. But I'm talking about, Paris texted me. She's like, I got jumped on from behind by a girl at school. Like, I need you to come up here. I think they're going to arrest us. And the way the school works, where I live, if you get in a fight, you get arrested. And I was like, if my daughter gets arrested because she was attacked from behind, it's going to be World War III up in her school, because I'm going to blow everybody's hair back. I'll be done. Like, y'all will see me in the newspaper, on the news, okay? So before that, Snapchat, there's like this group where there's like everybody in like all the surrounding areas. There's like 100 people in this group on Snapchat, right? And these guys are like going at my daughter, and it's because of her ex-boyfriend. They're friends with her ex-boyfriend, you know. Blow everybody's hair back. You ain't got no hair. I don't care. You better hold on to your scalp, because I'm coming for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't play when it comes to my kids, you guys. Like, nothing can get me like somebody fooling with my kids. Like, I will wreck shop on everybody when it comes to my kids. So, even like to the point to where they were like bringing up someone that she just lost. Like, oh, that's why your such and such is dead. Like, what? Like, you little punk ass 16-year-old boy talking about my kids losing their grandfather, like, over some, like, because my daughter broke up with her boyfriend because they don't even get along. Like, my daughter breaks up with her boyfriend over some stupid stuff, you know, lying, cheating, blah, 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 blah. So then it goes from like them breaking up to him and all his buddies bullying my daughter in this account on social media, you know. Like hardcore bullying. Like one of the boys telling this girl, I'll pay you money to beat Paris up. It was just bad, you know. And so when Paris told me, I was like, oh, hell no. So I contacted the juvenile detective in our town, and I told him what was going on. And he was like, all right, well, I'll call the boy in. So he calls the boy in. Oh, the boy lies, you know, I didn't do nothing. It's all Paris. But thing is, it's like, I see all the messages going through. Like, I'm literally like standing there beside Paris as it's like coming through, and I'm reading it, you know. Like, they brought up my arrest. You know, the boys like picking on Paris because I was arrested falsely, which is why it's dismissed, which is why I have a lawsuit against the police department. No, we're still in the process of trying to figure that out, Jane. I feel like this is going to be a very long process for some reason. So the cop calls him in. I'm thinking and hoping, and I tell the cop, I'm like, I don't want him to go to jail because he's like 17. I don't want to screw his life up for him, but can you like let him know that I'm not playing with him? Like, him and those boys bullying my daughter is not okay, you know. They're like, the boys are like talking about beating Shine up and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, dude, just keep running your mouth, little 17-year-old asshole, because you're going to be 18 one day, and you ain't going to say shit to Sean's face, okay? So that's the way I'm like, literally talking about beating a grown man up, you know? I am pleased you're yes, definitely. So after they call him in, after they call the boy in, then the boy is like laughing about it, like, haha, we got called in. I ain't scared. It ain't nothing. And they don't stop, you know. So then it like, Paris like tells me like, Mom, now they're calling me a snitch. Like, now I'm a snitch. Everybody in school is calling me a snitch because Xavier got called into talked to the detective, and he told everybody, and she's 15. She's 15. So then I go back to the police because it just got worse. She was labeled a snitch, and they were coming even harder at her. So I went back, and Paris was like, don't, Mama, it's just going to be worse. But I'm like, this has to stop, you know. So I went back. I'm like, look, he laughed about it. He thought it was funny that you called him in. He went back to his friends and laughed, you know, and it's worse. So, like, And I'm doing this through email. I'm like emailing the detective. Like it's getting worse. Like I have these screenshots where they're saying like these terrible things to my daughter. Right, Molly, that's my thing. Is like if I ever found out my boys were like, I mean, Paris, when Paris was going back and forth with them, she said saying things to them where I was like, you shouldn't have said that. You know, like I had to get on to her too because she said things. But what I know for sure is like one day out of nowhere, one of the boy's friends just messaged Paris like saying, F your mama. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, like we're home and Paris is like, Mama, I just got a message from so-and-so saying F your mama. And I was like, for what? Like, have you talked to any of them? She's like, no, I haven't. So then she's like back in Snapchat, like, no, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, just shut up, stop, stop, stop. Leave it alone. Don't respond. And I'm like looking at the phone, seeing things come through. It's like the second time I messaged the detective. It's like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't want him arrested, but it's not stopping, you know? So, the detective brings him back in and tells him that he will arrest him if he don't stop. Well, then, after the detective brings him back in, the detective contacts me and it's like, hey, I need you to come in and see me too. I'm like, okay. So I come in and I go see the detective and he's like, he kind of gets a little weird. Like I bring Paris and he starts being kind of scary to Paris. He's like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired, you know, and I'm like, I don't say anything. He's like, because you're saying stuff back to her. And I'm like, well, yes, she did. She did. You know, I'm like, but out of nowhere, these boys are just harassing her. She did say stuff back. And when I read that she said stuff back, I told her, you don't respond at all. You block them. Well, I have 6 kids and a pup, so I, you know, I said, the only thing is like she's on Snapchat where I think they can follow her at any point in time, you know. You know, I think that's why my daughter is bullied. Like Paris is very beautiful, very, and I think that's why like she dated this little boy that, in my opinion, she was way too pretty for. And after she broke up with him for things like cheating and lying and stuff like that, now him and all his friends are bullying her. And it's just terrible. When we went in to see the detective that day, he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that that's what you are dealing with. These people don't understand what bullying can do to a kid. So when we go, he's like, yeah, I got your email over the weekend. He was like, but I read it and was just like, oh God, here we go again. I didn't even want to deal with it over the weekend. So he made me feel like I was being like, oh God, it's just kid stuff and you're coming to me and I got bigger things to deal with. But my thing is bullying isn't just kid stuff, because thousands of kids kill themselves a year due to bullying. So it's not just nothing, but that's the way the detective made me feel, you know. No, Maggie, I can't have any more kids. My tubes are tied. Yeah, like, I'm just wasting his time. So I told him, I said, look, this is where I'm at with it. The whole school is being, like, this boy has put out rumors about my daughter to the whole school. Not only the school that she goes to, but schools close to us. Paris would make a friend, like, when Paris was dating him, she could not have friends at all. He didn't allow it. He could go off and drink with his friends and do whatever, but Paris couldn't have friends. So when they broke up and she started getting friends again, somehow, anytime a boy would follow Paris on Instagram, Paris's ex-boyfriend would message the boy and say, me and my boys are going to beat you up if you don't block Paris. So some of these boys would block her because they're like, oh crap, him and his friends are going to beat me up. So they would block her. Girls would be contacted by him. Oh, I don't know why you're hanging out with Paris. She's a blah, 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 you know. I don't know how many times Paris was told by different people, hey, he messaged me and was like saying XYZ about you and that I don't need to be friends with you. You know, it's crazy. Yes. Um, so I talked to the detective twice. He was called in twice. Thursday, I get the message, Mama, I just got out of school. You need to come get me. Some girl attacked me from behind, and I think they're going to arrest us. So I'm talking about when I went to the gates of that school, I drive a Yukon, and I'm talking about I was sideways. I was like, ain't no way in hell they about to arrest my baby. No, they ain't. Not for being jumped on from behind. Like, really? Like, it'd be one thing if Paris initiated the fight, but she didn't even know the girl's name. So I run up in the school. I'm like, where's my child? So they're like, she's in this room. The principal's here. He wants to talk to you. So I go in there. I'm like, so what's the problem? You know, why is this girl attacking my daughter from behind? He's like, well, we really don't know for sure. He said, the girl's story was that Paris kicked her out on the courtyard and called her a whore. I'm like, well, you got cameras, right? We do. I was like, well, let's watch them. Let's see what happened, you know? He's like, well, I'm not going to open my cameras up to the public right now. And let me tell you guys why they don't do that. So the last time we had a big thing at our school was last year when some boys stuck something up another boy's butt in PE last year. The boys that done it went to juvenile. Like, they got arrested. If they were over the age of 18, they went to jail. And it was filmed on Snapchat. So they were all, a bunch of boys were in the changing room. Does it mean to call someone a sellout for being attracted to another person outside of the race? No. So the boys were like in the changing room or whatever. And these like 3 or 4 boys like jerked this other boy's pants down and like stuck a pencil like and was filming it on Snapchat. Right? The boy was like crying, yelling. So the boy was like crying and yelling. And TT, I'm surprised you didn't hear about it. It was like a big thing. So the last time security cameras had to be opened up to the public, it was when this happened. The coach was fired because of it, because he was told like right after it happened or as it happened, and like he didn't do nothing for it. The boy, I mean, it went around the whole school. People were filming on Snapchat, and like it was as their story. It was sent to people. It showed his face, it showed his butt, it showed the pencil, like everything. So you know, last time they had to open their cameras up to people, it was when that happened. So I said, the woman is suing the school. The little boy's mom is suing the school. Yeah, the coach was told, like, either as it was happening or after it happened. And he blew it off as kid stuff. That's what happened. He blew it off as kid stuff. Oh, kids just joking around, whatever, you know. So, he said, well, I'm not going to open my cameras up to the public yet. I said, okay. I said, well, as soon as you watch those cameras, I'm expecting you to let me know what happened, because my daughter messaged me saying she was attacked from behind and she don't even know this girl. He's like, well, I got both their stories. So I got a hair like tickling my nose. He was like, so she's suspended for 3 days, and you know, he was like, they literally just fought. He was like, you literally got here within 5 minutes. I was like, I damn sure did. I was like, when it comes to my kids, I don't play. So he was like, well, if you wouldn't have got here when you did, we probably would have arrested them. That's what the rules are for fighting here. You get arrested. And I was like, so hold up. My daughter gets attacked from behind and she would have got arrested? And I was like, no, that wouldn't happen. And I was like, what do you expect her to do? I said, I've always told my kids, don't start fights, but if someone hits you, you fight back, you know? So he said, well, like I've always told them, if you swing at all, whether it's in defense or you're throwing the first punch, you're going to get suspended. So what I tell them is to bear hug them until a teacher catches them, comes up to break them up. And like, she got attacked from the back. How was she going to bear hug this girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But I'm like, that's okay. She'll take her 3 days. It's fine. So we leave to get in the car. We get in the car, and I'm like asking her questions. I've never been able to watch my brother commit suicide 4 years ago. She goes, oh, I'm so sorry, Mar. That's my thing. Too many people commit suicide. People's not committing suicide for no reason. It's because of things like bullying and being made to feel like they're not good enough and like stupid stuff that don't matter, you know? So we got in the car, and I'm asking Paris what happened. I'm like, what happened? She's like, I don't really know. Like, I think it's got something to do with, goes back to like, you know, because she's like, this girl, hey, Nick and Stephanie. She was like, this girl, we were like sitting, she was like, it started yesterday. She started like talking crap about me. She's like, I don't know her name. I don't know why she has a problem with me. She said, but today we were like out in the courtyard, and she started talking about how she was going to beat me up. She said, and I told the girl, I'm not fighting you at school because I don't want to go to jail, and I don't want to have to pay a fee to come back to school. And she said, Paris said that some of the kids around even said, yeah, I wouldn't suggest fighting at school. You'll go to jail. So people were there and like heard it. But the girl was still like, I don't care. I'll go to jail, blah, 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 blah. And the girl even made the comment that when they were walking down the hall, she was going to push Paris's head into the cement. Which infuriates me, you know, to hear that somebody wanted to slam my daughter's head into the cement. So Paris said when they walked into the school to go back to class, she stood in front of the principal's office because she was like, I knew the girl was saying she was going to like slam my head into the wall. She was like, I didn't want to get in a fight at school. Do I have a hole in here? Oh. Is that my hair from earlier? It's probably my hair that I had to pull out to get out of that thing. So she was like, I didn't want to get in a fight. She said, I stood right in front of the principal's office, and the principal's office is glass. It's all glass. So she said, I stood there. She said, well, the girl comes and stands right beside me. She said, literally right beside me. She said, so I kind of walk off to get a little bit away from her. She said, then the girl comes right back. So then when the teachers told them to go ahead and go to class, as soon as they got out of sight of the principal's office, the girl yanked her from behind, pulled her head back, started punching her in her neck. So Paris, done the best that she could, you know, it just starts swinging back. Well, it wasn't long, and they were broken up. So Paris is telling me this. She's like, I don't know her name or nothing. I'm like, did you tell the principal all this? She's like, no, they didn't get my side. Hey, Wooden Eagle. She was like, no, Mama, they didn't ask me my side. She said, it literally just happened, and I was put in that room, and you got here within like 5 minutes of it happening. She was like, they never asked me my side. I said, well, the principal made it out to me like he asked you your side. She was like, no, he didn't. I said, because he daggum sure said, I got both sides, and the other girl said, and I told Paris, I said, the other girl said that you kicked her in the leg and called her a name. She was like, Mama, no, I did not. She was like, I did not call her nothing. I didn't kick her. She was like, I hit her after she pulled my hair. She was like, I hit her when we were fighting. This is high school. Paris is a sophomore. So I said, I'm going back in there. So I go back in there. And I'm like, so I talked to my daughter. She didn't hit this girl until, I said, she didn't kick the girl in the courtyard, according to her. She didn't call the girl a name, according to her. I said, according to Paris, the girl was talking crap, and Paris said, I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you at school because I don't want to get arrested and I don't want to have to pay a fee to come back to school. I said, and according to Paris, there were witnesses that heard it and even said, yes, it's not a good idea to fight at school. I wouldn't suggest it. I said, so you need to call everybody in that was around, not just the little girl's friends that's going to defend her, but everybody, because there was people that heard Paris straight up say it. I said, then when Paris come in, she stood in front of the office. He said, yeah, I know, I saw her. He said her and the girl was like side by side talking. I said, yeah, that's because the girl come and stood beside her to like taunt her basically. He was like, oh, I seen that. I just thought they were like chit-chatting. I said, no, the girl stood beside her on purpose to taunt her. And then the second they walked out of sight, the girl attacked her. He's like, okay, well, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to talk to him, you know. So, I tell the coach, like, look, we've been having issues, and I think this goes back to one person that has been starting rumors about Paris in school. And, I mean, Paris said it too. When the girl attacked Paris, she said, I don't know why this boy broke up with this girl for you. That girl's way prettier than you. Well, the way that rumor got started was because Paris's ex-boyfriend started that rumor. Paris's ex-boyfriend started the rumor that this boy, I'm just going to call him Adam, broke up with his girlfriend, Emily, for Paris. Okay, so that's what the girl said. So it goes back to, you know, the same person. So I told the principal that. I said, we are dealing with a lot. I went to the police, like, you know. So we come home, and I sat and I talked to Paris for a while, and she was very upset. And she gets on social media. She gets on Snapchat, and a bunch of people's on Snapchat talking about it, saying that she got beat up. So she starts crying, and she's just like, I don't know what I did. I don't deserve this, mama. I'm quiet. I don't mess with nobody. Like, I broke up with my boyfriend because he was cheating on me and lying to me, and now the whole school was talking about it, talking about me and believing these rumors that's being put out there about me. Oh, yeah, she got suspended. She just went back to school today for the first time. So I didn't film that day. I spent the day with her, just telling her that it would be better, and it'll get better, and, you know, that it sucks because the whole school is hearing, like, all kind of, like, stuff about my daughter that's not true because, you know, just like the rumor, oh, this boy broke up with his girlfriend to be with Paris, which obviously made some girls mad thinking this because the boy did break up with his girlfriend. He broke up with the girlfriend, but then him and the girlfriend got back together. But the girl was told that it was for Paris when Paris is just friends with the boy. So it was like all kind of craziness. And so Paris stays home, and yeah, they suspended her because she fought back. In school, if you throw a lick, even if it's to defend yourself, I guess if she wouldn't have swung back, if she just would have let the girl hit her, she wouldn't have got suspended. I don't know. So they are cruel. I went up to the school board's office because my daughter is was very, very emotionally not okay. She's like, if I don't, because I told her, I said, we'll pull you out of school, put you in another school, if that's what you want. She's like, if I don't go back to school, mama, they're going to say it's because I'm embarrassed. They're going to say it's because I got beat up. She was like, and it don't matter because there's already people in my old school and the schools over here that know about it now. Like, literally within an hour of us being home, it was all over Snapchat. They're talking about it all over Snapchat. People in the schools next to us are talking about it because all the kids are, like, intertwined, you know. So I go to the school board, and I, like, tell the school board about what's going on and how it's just, like, a big school thing now that, like, you know. So they're like, we're going to figure it out. We'll, you know, see what we can do to fix it. And I wouldn't either, wouldn't you? I would not want to be in school. Because the thing is if you go talk to the principal or the teachers, they're like, oh, it's just kids being kids. It's all right. You don't understand the effects that the way girls feel these days. Because they're being called names. They're being called fat. They're being called this. They're being picked. They're not in the it group, you know. Yeah. I would say social media is a toxic part of a child's life, but it's not because of social media. It's because of the kids, the other kids. Like, that's what, when I went to the school board, I said, you know, I could switch my daughter's school, but it wouldn't matter. Because at this point, people on Snapchat, they have this social group, I think that's what it's called. A social chat. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like this one chat that has like 100 people in it. And it has people from every school around here, plus my daughter's school, that talks about this stuff. So at this point, it wouldn't matter if she switched schools. There's people at every one of these schools talking about all the drama that's been going on, you know. So, no, don't bite mama's hands. And the lady told me, well, you know, maybe if you switch her school and take Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook off her phone, it'll be easier for her. And I'm like, so I got to take all these things from my daughter because kids don't know how to, like, because the kids on the social media accounts are bullying my child. But that's true because most parents don't even know what their kids are doing on social media. Like, I doubt these boys that are attacking my daughter, I doubt their mom knows that that their sons are saying such terrible things to a girl. You know, I doubt the moms know that their sons are saying things like, "Oh, F your mom." What's the matter, baby? Are you okay? Sean, are you in there with her? Sean?
Yeah.
Is she alright?
Yeah, she's alright.
Like, I doubt these women know that their sons are saying things like, that's why your grandpa did, you know? Like, if I ever found out my son said something like that, it'd be bad. Because I'm not going to have a kid be rude or disrespectful. And I'm not going to have a kid bully. Like, I've always told my kids, like, if there's a kid being bullied, you go be that kid's friend. Like, hang out with them. I've done that in school. When I was in school, I remember particularly when I was in Zawali school, we got a new girl. And for like 3 days, nobody talked to her. Nobody sat with her at lunch. So on the third day, I invited her to my table. And I introduced her to all my friends. And from that point on, we were friends, you know. And that's, I feel like, what people should do. But I heard, and I don't know if this is true. And if it is, it's, you know, it's what it is. It's just bull crap. But it got back to me that when Paris's ex-boyfriend was meeting with the detective, that my arrest record was brought up. That the detective popped off about me being arrested. Which is just like, okay, so not only are you not taking this serious, but you're bringing up the fact that I was arrested over some bull crap. And I don't know if he actually did or if that's just the ex-boyfriend lying because he is a liar. He lies a lot. It could be him putting that out there and knowing that it would get back to me. I don't know. Like, I thought about contacting the detective and saying, hey, I heard that when you brought him in, that my arrest record was brought up. I've been arrested one time, and it was over some trumped up crap that I'm suing the department for now. So, hey, Sean? Sean?
Yeah.
Lily just texted me. She probably wants to know if she needs to get the boys.
She said what?
I don't know. I can't check it, but she probably wants to know if she is getting the boys. I don't know. Just let her know I'm on a stream. What's the matter, sister?
Trying to find her another flip-flop.
Which one?
The one that she was wearing.
The Chloe flip-flops? So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if the detective actually did bring it up or if it's being put out there just to make me mad. Bye, Hoot. Have a good day. You guys, I really want to start doing just hangout streams. I want to do streams where I put out gossip and tea, piping hot tea. I hate that. I hate when people say, oh, we got some piping hot tea. Do y'all like hot tea? I like cold tea. I'm going to be like, oh, we got some cold sugary tea with some lemon on the side. But I love hangout streams. Was that a mistake, Sean? I don't want to undo it if it was. Did Sean do something?
It's alright. We'll find some more flip-flops.
Sean, did you mean to hide somebody?
What?
Did you mean to hide somebody in the stream?
I didn't mean to have anybody.
Elliot's web. Sean hid you on accident. I'm so sorry. Can someone undo it for me? Summer, you have mommy questions. I have mommy answers. When now I feel like if I even email him again, he's going to be like, here's that woman. You know, when to me this is serious. This is my baby. Like, that don't want to go to school because she don't want to deal with bullying. Like, I called the school yesterday. I'm like, hey, look, Paris is due back to school tomorrow. But I don't want to send my kids to school tomorrow and then her get jumped again. or her be bullied or talked to, like, where she's got to worry that if she turns her back, somebody's going to hit her from behind, you know? So, I don't know. I'm like, I mean, when I told Sean that it's being said that the cop brought up me being arrested, Sean was like, I'm going to call that in. And I'm like, oh, don't do that. Sean's like, I'm going to call him and I'm going to tell him that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you can't really do that.
Did that dog get her other flip-flop?
No, I haven't. Which one? Are you talking about her Chloe flip-flop?
Yeah.
Did you look in the shoe
She
rack?
both of them on, huh?
You look in the shoe rack?
No, it's not on the shoe rack. Wait.
He ain't had it. He's been here with me.
Well, both her flip-flops were in here.
So I'm really struggling with it because Paris is really going through it. And, like, these girls these days, like, they care about if they put up a picture. I did. I actually emailed my lawyer and told him that it was a possibility that the cop said something about my arrest in regards to a different situation concerning my daughter. I did. I emailed him and told him. So they're doing an extensive investigation. When I called yesterday and I was like, I just want to make sure when I send my daughter to school tomorrow, it's not going to be a situation. He was like, you know, I can't promise you because I don't sit there beside them, steering them. He said, but we're doing an extensive investigation and we're talking to our kids about bullying. We're doing this whole thing now. And I think they're doing it because I went to the school board, which I told the lady at the school board. I said, my daughter will not be someone that ends up with issues from bullying. My daughter will not be someone that commits suicide because of bullying. Like, I will do whatever I have to for my child. So, I mean, these are her high school years. It's being ruined now because of a stupid boy that she dated. That she done everything for this dude. She done everything for this dude. You know, and he lied to her. He cheated on her. And it's stupid. It's kid stuff. Like, it's just kids dating stuff, you know? Like, and now I feel like her high school years are being ruined over stupid stuff. Just document it. That's what we're doing. I have so many screenshots of, like, him and his friends saying stuff. Here's the thing. They break the law. Like, one night they went out riding, drinking, and stealing road signs, which is illegal. Did the detective do anything about it? No. They're drinking and driving. They barely got their license. And they're drinking and driving at night and stealing stop signs. So not only are they putting themselves at risk, but they're putting anybody else out on the road at risk. And the cops, they don't care. When we told them, and I'm a snitch. I don't care. I'm a snitch. Thing is I'm only going to snitch about things that I think could hurt someone. You know, like, if it pertains to my children possibly being hurt, I am a snitch all day long. I don't care. You know, that's the thing with Paris. She's like, people's calling me a snitch at school now, mama. And I'm like, don't care, baby. Don't care. Like, if this was done, if the same thing was done to these people that's calling you a snitch, they would see why, you know? But I promise you guys, I never, like, I love children. I love kids. I love babies. I love children. I love, you know, but boy, ain't nothing make me want to jump on a kid as much as, like, finding out that a kid's bullying my kid, you know? I'm like, where is she at? When I got to the school that day and we walked out and we're, like, sitting in the car, I'm like, we gonna wait on her. And that's what I told Paris. I said, we're gonna wait on her and her mama. I was like, because I got some choice words for her mama and her. I'm like, how old is she, Paris? She's like, I think she's a freshman. I'm like, we got a few more years and she good. Like, I will get her. Like, I don't even play when it comes to my kids. Like, I want to beat somebody up, which I feel like that's probably every parent, right? My mama was like that too, though. Like, my mama would fight for us. Like, literally, my mama fought fights for us. Ball games, school. She fought, yeah. So I was like, I'm going to get her mama. Like, I was like, we waiting. But I literally got there like 5 minutes after it stopped. Like 5 minutes. And I'm like, I don't know if her mom works. I don't know if her mom lives 30 minutes away and had to get ready. Like, we could be waiting here a while. I don't know. So I was like, I need to get back home. But I literally thought about, okay, like, I think I told you guys a while back where these boys messaged Paris saying they were going to shoot her. That they knew where she lived and they was going to come to her house. And you guys, when I tell you that my daughter is super shy, she's super shy. What happened was the boy that my daughter was dating, him and his friends had gotten a fight with another group of guys, right? So the group of guys that had gotten a fight, the thing about it is this boy that my daughter was dating, when they first started dating, like, I thought he was a good guy. I think you always think they're a good guy when they, you know what I'm saying? But like as time went on, we started finding out little lies here and there, seeing little red flags here and there, and he was involved in a lot of like nonsense that like same ex-boy that my daughter, like, I don't let my daughter go out with like guys and stuff, you know, like, I mean, like ride around with them. Like she had a little boyfriend, whatever, but like when he would go hang out with his friends, I didn't let Paris go. You know, like they could do stuff with us. Like he could come here and we could go do something, or like they went last year for Christmas, I think it was. They went to like the Christmas park somewhere and she went with them, you know. But so Paris's ex-boyfriend, him and his two friends went to these apartments, and one of the friends fought another guy. So the guys that got in the fight with Paris's ex-boyfriend thought that Paris was still dating him. So they Snapchatted her. They was like, are you still dating so-and-so? And she was like, why? And he was like, because I'm just wondering. And she was like, well, what does it matter? And he was like, that's all right. I know you're still with that BITC, you know. I got a gun and I'm going to shoot you and him. And like the boys was like calling them the N-word. Like calling my daughter the N-word, you know. Like, I know where you live. I got guns. And my daughter literally, the night that it happened, she was at my mom's house. She also called the judge, recusing himself, excusing himself, and throwing his... Did she say excusing himself? Janelle did? What did she say? Attendant instead of superintendent? She said attendant, like a flight attendant. So they told my daughter, like, we know where you live. We know you're still dating him. We got a gun. We're going to come to your house and we're going to shoot you. My daughter was at my mom's house. And the boys were literally like a mile from my daughter. Hey, TT, do me a favor. If you don't mind. Hey, TT. TT, if you don't mind, text a mutual friend that we have and let her know I'm on live so I can't answer the phone. She just called me. Tell her why is she watching my live? Call Mrs. Steep. I don't want to say her name. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, TT? Text her and let her know I'm on a live. She just called me. But, yeah, so... it was like late at night, and Paris was like, she called me, she was like, Mama, they just messaged me saying they have guns and they're going to shoot me, and I keep hearing trucks outside, like, passing by, I think it's them, and I'm like, oh, I like run and tell Sean. I was about to get on a live that night when that happened. I like run and I like tell Sean, I'm like, these guys are threatening to shoot Paris. I gotta go. So I go to the police station, and there's nobody there. So then I call my mama. I'm like, I wake her up because she was asleep. I tell her what's going on, and I'm like, I'm fixing to go to their house. I'm going to these boys' house, and I'm fixing to pull them outside, and I'm going to spank their asses in front of their mom and dad, you know. And my mom's like, you can't do that. You'll go to jail. I was like, yeah, that's right. So I'm just going to go to the other police station, and hopefully there'll be somebody there. So I went to the other police station, and there was somebody there, and we went out to my mom's house, and you know, I made Paris do a statement, or actually I done the statement for her. She really didn't want to because she was like, "Oh, everybody's going to say something because I told." She's so worried about being a snitch. I'm like, girl, you can't take things like this. Like, they're threatening to shoot you. I would literally, let me tell you. Yeah, call everybody, call your friends. I literally wanted to pull up at their house, knock on the door, tell the dad, "Hey, can you send so and so out here? I need to talk to him." And when he got out there, just bend him over my lap and whip his ass with a belt. Literally, that's what I wanted to do. Um, and the thing is like, I don't feel like these parents even know. Like, it opened my eyes to like how much goes on that we don't know about. You know? So now I'm talking to my kids, to like Caden, Eli, about bullying. You know, hey, happiness. Just wanted to give love, light, and positivity to everyone. Exactly. So most parents are clueless of what they. I know. I mean, I didn't realize that it's so bad. I didn't. Like, I didn't know until Paris broke down that day that she was really going through it. Like, I knew that like the boys had been saying stuff that was mean, and she was going right back at them. Like, she would say stuff right back to them, you know. Um, and I had to stop her. I was like, you don't need to say anything back to them, you know, because it's just, they're going to keep on, just block them any way that you can. And she got out of that social group chat thing. She got out of it and started one of her own. But then the guys jumped in the one that she made. I guess you just need an invite, but anybody in there can invite you. So Paris like invited a bunch of people that she knew, and then somebody that was in there like sent the invite to some of these guys that she was trying to avoid. Sonny, baby, don't bite mama's fingers. Yeah. Nick and Stephanie, I feel so bad for her. My granddaughter still suffers from stress. It's been less than a year. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, I stopped going to high school football games to get over. See, and like, we shouldn't have to. Like, I don't think kids realize how much their own words affect someone. Shot in the dark. I'll never forget this episode. It sounds just like what Paris is going through. I had to look into that. Because when Paris broke down that day, I was just like, I cried. I was like, "I'm sorry, baby. Like, I don't know what to do. You know, like, I'll do anything to stop this. Like, you know, like, I just want her to know, like, I know to her that it seems like terrible." And she judges herself so harshly. She's like, "All the other girls in class are prettier than me." Like, if she posts a picture on social media, you know, she don't really. She has an Instagram, and I think she's only posted like 3 pictures. But one of the reasons why is because she would say, "I know it's not going to get any likes. Like, nobody's going to like it. All the kids I go to school with, if they post a picture, they'll get like 100 likes, and I don't get any." You know, I'm like, "Baby, like, don't worry. You're beautiful. You know, like, you don't need people to like your pictures for you to know." That's what I told her, Lindsay. See, Tammy, it stops people. I think bullying stops people from being able to do what they want to do, they're capable of doing. It ruins their high school years. Um, and it's just nonsense. Kids just being mean, you know? Like, I made a post on Facebook the other day, and I said, you know, when you're walking down the hall and you tell the girl in front of you, you call her a name. You call the girl in front of you a whore. You don't know if that girl in front of you, you know, you walk down the hall and you're 15 years old and you call the 15-year-old girl in front of you a whore. You don't know what all that 15-year-old girl is going through. You don't know if her parents just got in a terrible fight the day before, and, you know, you don't know if all last week the girl was bullied in a particular class. You don't know if that girl just lost her grandpa. You don't know if that girl doesn't have a good relationship with one of her parents because one of the parents suffers from addiction. Like, you don't know these things. You don't know what all this person has in their mind and on their heart. And your one word, or your one sentence to that girl, you're a whore, could be the last thing that just pushes them over the edge, leading them to feel that they're not worthy, that they're not, uh, you know, loved, that they're not cared for, that they, making them feel like they don't matter. Because in their head, when they have all of that going on, like, I think of Paris, like, she's 15. She's been getting bullied a lot lately. So when that girl was like, oh, when we get down the hall, I'm going to smash her head into the hall, my daughter's already dealing with being bullied terribly by these guys, being told by some other guys that they was going to come to her house and shoot her. She's dealing with her grandpa just passing away from COVID. She's dealing with, and she told me, she said, I've just had such bad luck, Mama. She said, ever since I started dating him, it was just bad luck. She said, right after we started dating, weeks after we started dating, we lost a family member. She said, then a couple weeks ago, my grandpa passes. She said, I swear it just couldn't get any worse. It just keeps getting worse, keeps getting worse, keeps getting worse. Right, Mama Bear? That's what I want to do. Like, I want to go up there. Like, I was like, do we need to hold, like, a meeting in the gym with all the high school kids and show them videos of what bullying does to kids? Give them the statistics on kids that kill themselves. Give them the statistics on kids that have attempted to kill themselves, and it all comes back to bullying. Show them a clip of how one comment can just push somebody over the edge because of everything else they're dealing with. Like, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to go up there and, like, do a whole, like, this is what your words could lead to. I didn't press charges. I thought about it. Yeah. Thank you, Bubba. I'll always fight for my kids. Like, I will fight for them until I take my last breath. My brother stuck to it. But you are the best role model. Show your kids how you handle bullying because you have handled yourself amazingly. I don't know if it's a word, but thank you, Lindsay. Amazingly. It's a word, I do believe. Does your church have youth groups? Maybe asking the pastor to do some bullying prevention and help. I keep my kids in church. Yes, our church does have youth groups. And that's a good idea. I hated prom my senior year. The girl I took as a friend didn't act right. We walked where she kept walking. Aw, I miss your beautiful, happy smile. I hope this passes soon and your daughter can get back. Yes, thank you, Summer. Right, happiness. I feel like a lot of people feel a little lost, like, in the community. Like, it was like, whose channel do we go to? Whose channel do we not go to? And this is what I'll tell everybody, you guys. I'm never going to tell anybody who to watch who. Like, that's up to you. I feel like we watch people that we relate to the most, or that we like the most. People that, like, align with us a little bit. Like, I feel like the people that watch me, it's because probably they feel like they relate to me, like problematic YouTubers that are known liars, that are known to have no morals, ethics, I feel like the only people that watch and stick with those type of YouTubers are people that their morals line up with that YouTuber's morals. Like, they have no ethics either. They don't see what the person does wrong because they would do the same thing. But I feel like if you start watching a YouTuber, as soon as you realize that the YouTuber you're watching is like a turd YouTuber and it don't line up with what you feel is right, you kind of go away from it a little bit because, like, you know that it's not right. You know what I'm saying? You sleep. Are you playing possum? Are you playing possum? I am a moderator to no one at the moment and don't want to be. Right? Right? Yes, Clay. I need to get one of those like little pins like to clip on her and have a camera in it. I'm not lost. I know where I belong in this community. Right here. That's right, Lindsay. I can explain the chaos that come from being a mod. I bet so. That's my thing. Is like one thing that I love is like I love that my mods are not in drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you guys, a lot of people don't even like. They're like, yeah, I never see your mods anywhere. Like, I don't see them on Twitter like fighting. I don't see your mods in other channels like drama. I don't see it, and that. I mean, not that I would care if my mods wanted to go in other channels, do whatever. Like that's their. I will say this: if a YouTuber has screwed me over some way, and then my mod is in their chat, it's going to be a little weird for me because I'm going to be like, oh, that person screwed me over. You're my mod. I need to be able to trust you that you're going to be like for me. But I'll never tell my people who to watch. I'll never tell my people who to be friends with. You know, that was put out before. Oh, Leslie tells people what to do. No, I don't. Leslie tells people who to watch. No, I don't. Clearly, you know. Mario, I got hurt on social media due to racism. That's terrible, Joe. I'm no one's mod. I think all of my mods have left here today. I think they're super busy. Yeah, like my mods, like Candy has kids. Cece works during the day. Well, Candy works with her kids during the day, and she has kids. Cece works, so Lindsay, of course, but Sally Leslie can't come on like she used to. I'm going to work really hard about being on as often as possible. Thank you, Joe. As often as possible. So what else is going on? I'm a free spirit. I am my own person. And I can say whatever I want to. That's right, Elliot. Say whatever you want. I watch another girl on YouTube and she gets bullied. And this one group is trying to run her off YouTube. Really? That's terrible. You're freaking awesome. Thank you, Summer. You're awesome. I won't be hateful. Yeah, I agree. Don't be hateful. Just be you. I think we can always, like, I don't know, like, if you have an issue with someone, like, I think you should be able to say it in a respectful way, like, talk about it and, like, move on from it, you know? I really got to figure out this Halloween thing because if they cancel Halloween, I'm going to have a party here with Bob for some apples, take the kids on a hayride or something. Even though I'm still young, I'm going to be a grandma. Whoop, whoop. A glamma or a grandma? The ballroom dancer because I can. Do you have a lot of photos at prom? It made me uncomfortable. I do. I went to 4 proms, but not one was mine. Yeah, I missed out on my proms. My junior prom, my best friend that I talk about, her grandpa died, so we canceled and went to his wake. And then my senior prom, I had already been out of school for months because I finished early. I had a kid, so. But I went to 4 other proms. Paris and Caden's dad, I went to both of his proms with him. And then after that, I dated a guy named Kirk, and I went to his junior and senior prom. Please research the Backers Against Child Abuse there. Great group. We'll absolutely go out of their way to make it. Aww. I'm going to have to look in that. BACCA. Let me put that in here so I'll keep up with it. BACC. Alright, there we go. It's a girl, such a blessing. I lost my daughter. I only have boys. Oh. Little girls are so awesome. Now, date who you want to date, Joe. Black, white, red, purple. Whoever you want to date. Yes, this girl isn't perfect, and sometimes she may say something they don't like, but people are always making other content about her. I said they must not have any other thing to talk about. Is it someone that I know, Karina? Yeah, let the Sons of Anarchy take her to school and no one will mess with her. How cool would that be? Like a biker gang drop Paris off at school. Paris would be like, no, Mom. Everybody's going to be looking. I took a calm moment one day with my niece and nephew to tell them I always love them and listen to them and love them no matter what. Their spiritual life always here. Yes. Like who you want from the heart. Yes. I dropped out of 8th grade, so I skipped all the BS and was raising a baby. I'm getting sleepy. If you're attracted to a woman of a certain race, are you limiting yourself? No certain woman I want. Exactly. We all bleed red. That's what I say. I would go to school with my daughter. I've thought about it. My name is what my daughter used to always tell me. It never changes. Happiness is within you. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Miss Wonderful is her name on YouTube. I've heard of her. Hold up, I've heard of her. Sons of Anarchy are Hell's Angels and my husband's friends. Not sure her name, yeah. From VA, have lots of biker friends. Lindsay, thank you so much because of my seizures and disorder. Not too many women know me. Wait, Mrs. Wonderful, is that? Doesn't BX Beast Boy have like some issues with her? She has a really good heart. I can see it in her. I don't agree with everything she did. And that's fine. That's the thing. That's the thing is like, we don't have to agree with everything everybody does, you know? My sister said prom is close to your wedding day. I mean, I'm married to Shine and we don't agree on everything together, you know? So we're not always going to agree on what, like, I watch other people. I don't watch anybody in this community. Like, the other day, I watched, like, Little Red for, like, the first time. It was, like, a little while back. Just because I was hearing about, like, the stream. And I was like, let me go see what this is about. But as far as, like, anybody else in the community, I don't watch because I'm not going to. But I watch YouTube, you know. But there's people... Sonny, did you just fart? Sonny. Y'all. I will watch you, Lindsay. Don't worry, I'll watch you. Oh, Wooden Eagle. Wooden Eagle, I'll watch Wooden Eagle. But as far as like... Yeah, Wooden Eagle, I'll watch you, Lindsay. But I don't watch... You know... I love Wooden Eagle. I don't watch anybody that I know is especially if it's somebody that I know may talk about me, because I'm like, oh God. Now, if I know that somebody's talking about me in a way that I know is not true or they're spreading stuff, like I almost feel like I have to defend myself. So like if somebody's putting videos out about me, I don't watch, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't know. I don't want to hear it, because then, you know, when you get a screenshot of somebody that you know doesn't like you, lying on you about something or twisting something that you done, then you're like, oh, now I got to go out and correct that. Now I got to go out and tell people the truth so they don't believe it. But if you just don't see it at all, then you don't feel that way. So I just don't. Those people get jealous because people give her PayPals and super chats. Yeah. Sonny. You got a leaky butt or something. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Yeah, that would be dangerous, I'm sure, if you have seizures. Well, you guys, I think I'm going to get off. The kids will be pulling up any minute. I got timed out in another chat for asking about me. Well, I do talk to everyone and will always do that. I listen, but I don't want to be argumentative. But yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Joe. Well, thank you for watching all the time. You're in here anytime I go live. Thank you. Lovely chat. I like these chats. Yes. I'm going to try. I think you got a leaky butt. I think Sunny Bum got a leaky bum. I watch so many YouTubers, including ones that talk about family members of mine that does YouTube. I just watch YouTube to have something to do. I think it's good. I always look at people. Do not look what they say. Yeah. I was plugging you hardcore. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Did you fart again? Oh, that's cool, Classy Mama. Just got my final eye transplant lens. It could drive again. Yay. I'm going to get off. The kids will be pulling up any second. So I got to get started on making them a snack. I don't know. He eating something that is not sitting right with his tummy. Because he got a leaky butt. He acting like it ain't him. He's got his arm stuck in between he got his head stuck in between my arm. Just like it ain't you with your leaky butt over here. I smell you. Yeah, we're going to do something. Okay, you guys. We got 110 people watching. On your way out, give this video a big thumbs out. I'll be live again tomorrow, hopefully, if things work out. If not, that's my life. I'll try to be live, you guys. I'll see y'all. Maybe if I'm not exhausted by tonight, I'll try to do a stream tonight. We'll see. Bye, you guys.